Hi there, this is the birds of a feather trap, an advanced level trap in the birds, and I like this one a lot. After f4, d5, knight f3, knight f6, e3, c5, we have a sequence of natural developing moves by both sides. b3, white plans to deploy the bishop on b2 on what will turn out to be a decisive diagonal. Knight c6, bishop b2 and e6, bishop b5 pinning that knight, bishop d6, and here white has a strategic idea to capture on c6, b takes c6, and then to be able to get a hold on that key square e5. After queen c7, castles and castles, we've reached a position which I have about 30 times in my database. And I like the way white proceeds here with a rook lift, which is an unsophisticated caveman-like approach. Rook f3, planning to switch or swing that rook across to the g file or to the h file. When black responds with knight d7, natural to put more pressure on e5, now hitting that knight on e5 3 times with the knight, the bishop and the queen. White responds actively by ignoring that threat and playing rook h3, and threatening now any capture on e5 will be met with queen h5. So black will be scared of this, although not really much to be scared about. Still, black can capture on e5 and play f6, and the king can run. However, that's hard to figure out, so black might play g6, taking control of that square h5. But that doesn't bother white, because white plays this fantastic move, queen h5 anyway, now threatening to take on h7 mate. And if black were to capture the queen on h5, then black gets mated after rook g3 check, king h8, and knight takes f7, that's double check, and mate. So after queen h5, black plays not g takes h5, rather knight f6, hitting the queen and defending h7. But white has another marvelous attacking resource, and that move is knight to g4, threatening two forms of mate, threatening knight takes knight followed by queen takes h7, or queen takes h7 first, knight takes the queen on h7, and then knight to h6 will be mate. All that black can try here is g takes h5, but black is either mated or losing after knight takes on f6 check. If the king were to move to g7, then we're going to have knight e8 double check. The king is coming out then to h6, which allows bishop g7 check, king g6, rook g3 check, king f5, rook g5 check, and the king has been flushed out to e4, and knight c3 will be mate. Backing up a little bit here, and after g takes the queen on h5, we had knight takes f6, and instead of king g7, white or black can struggle on with king to h8, but after rook takes h5, threatening mate on h7, black is in a totally losing position. So this has been the birds of a feather trap, an advanced level trap in the birds. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.